Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. My name is Shep and we are going into a best of 3 against... it's this team again, against Diogee. And it looks like he's playing his... I'm gonna call it the Diogee comp because I've never seen anyone use this before. I've seen similar stuff, but nothing quite like this, you know. Using a Flagellant in position 2 with... you know, these specific trinkets in this specific team. I've seen similar, like replacing Crusader with Flash, but not quite like this. So, first things first, we are gonna transform, go for a nice slam, 12 damage on this Flagellant. Very likely to slam, 80% chance, and we are just gonna enjoy ourselves, really. He's gonna go for a stunning blow right there. Actually, why didn't I go for a bulwark first? I have not played this team in far too long. I must admit, I have not played this team in far too long. Now, we take these. We go for a bulwark. If he goes for finish him, he's gonna do reduced amounts of damage. If he goes for finish him and crits, we're gonna guard. As simple as that. It's as simple as that. He's gonna go for a mark for death. However, here is the important detail. Important detail. He does not have Piercing Quarrel. And I will have a total of 50% protection on the Abomination. And 30% protection is a lot. 50 is unbelievable amount to try and get through without having a Piercing Quarrel, you know. Now, we do not want to miss. We do not want to miss. Like, not now, not tomorrow, not yesterday. We do not want to miss. And we do not miss. Thank God, because I hate panic darts for missing these chances. I really hate this ability when it just misses these chances. I just tried going for the best chance possible, and that was it, really. Like, jeez, don't you just hate it when it misses those? What other things does he have to bypass the guard? Not a lot, really. Not a lot. He's gonna have to waste his stunning turn on my Crusader. So he can't stun my my man-at-arms. So, you know, that's good. That's good. Of course, it's very good. We might just go for a bellow. Or a bolster. Appreciate a bolster. Because none of his characters have accuracy. I think a bolster is, you know, chilling. Out of here. Absolutely chilling. I think a bolster is quite a decent choice because over time RNG is going to prove relatively favorable to us. Okay, he's going to go for that. It's a 50-50. Fails. However, even if he did get that 50-50, he would still have to move past my heal with the Crusader onto this Abomination. So, was that the best choice? Don't know. Was it a choice? Yes, it was. It was a choice. It didn't work out for him because he has the Writ of Execution and not the Brass Knuckles once again. So unfortunately it didn't work out for him, but once again, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. We're gonna go for Zell's Accusation here. It's gonna do a nice amount of stress to both characters. Now this match is gonna be very much decided on if he gets a Virtue and what kind of Virtue he gets. It's also very important. It's going to be a punish going down right here. That is a bleed. Quite an annoying bleed, but nothing we can do about it, really. We could just drop another panic dart here, and his Crusader is going to, like, hurt like a maniac. Or... yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. His Crusader is just going to hurt. Let's just do some pain onto him. Now, does he get a Virtue? No, he gets Fearful. Okay, that's a good one. That's a very high pass chance, that one. The dodge is going to make it so my Zell's Accusation actually has like a decent chance of straight up missing. And, well, needless to say, I do not appreciate that one bit. But, yeah. It's not the end of the world. We're just going to go for a nice de-transform here into an Absolution. We're up to 13 HP. He still has the plus damage versus marked, so he can still drop us to 0 if he really feels like it. No act out. Perfectly fine. 50-50 once again. So you get for bringing Writ of Execution. It's a good trinket. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not completely against bringing Rite of Execution, Sacred Blade, but in the kind of team he has, not having an Abomination, you need something to break those guards, and Crusader just isn't cutting it. This is my opinion. This is straight up nothing more, nothing less than my opinion. I'm gonna go for a nice pick to the face here, which he can reply with by pulling my Grave Robber. He can do that, that's quite true. Let's see if he notices. Ah, he does, bastard. Bastard. He noticed because I misplayed. I did in fact misplay. What are you doing, Shep? You misplaying bastard. His head chance is relatively good. Relatively good. Why did I have to do such a silly misplay? Need to be careful with the actions, you know? Let's reduce your damage by a bit. Maybe he doesn't get a one shot. What's he gonna go for here? Another punish on the man at arms, I suppose. Yeah, let's see if he gets that bleed. 35% resist. He does get the bleed. Okay, annoying, but expectable. Let's do some damage there. Ooh, I enjoy the crit. I appreciate that crit, not gonna lie. I appreciate that crit. I don't really care that I'm in the last position, honestly. That's a dodge! That's a dodge. Oh, this doesn't clear mark, does it? I'm joking, I know it doesn't clear mark. I'm joking, come on. Oh, we are gonna go for a nice panic dodge here, which is a 93. I've seen that miss before. I have seen that miss, absolutely. And this is gonna be very much hurting for him. Next round he's gonna drop to 0. What's he gonna do? More stress? Okay, we take that stress. It's gonna be a stunning blow here. 2 damage. We really don't care, we're not even gonna click it. I can tell you that much. We're gonna click this Man at Arms though. We're gonna go for another guard there. Of course, Man at Arms is ticking down. You know, he's doomed. He's gonna die eventually because his bleed resistance just didn't stand up to the challenge. But it is okay. That's another dodge. Wow. He didn't go last. He didn't take use of his extra accuracy. It's snuff. Just snuff things. 116 accuracy. Oh, he does get that pull though. 53 dodge coming in clutch. I told you that bolster was gonna be important. I had a feeling it was gonna be very important. Let's do this again. The good thing about the transformation is that, you know, the Flagellant has to take it. He can't just say, haha, I have Gauntlet of Absolution. Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. Hurt quite a lot. It's gonna hurt quite a lot. We are gonna do nice Shadow Fade. And we are not gonna give him any reasons to flare, so we're probably not gonna bellow this round. We do not want to give him any reasons to flare. He's been killing himself with the Gauntlet, with the Crown of Thorns. Actually goes for a redeem there, which is big heal. Big heal. I'm sure you enjoyed that. We are gonna just go for a nice D-transf. D-transform or slam? D-transform or slam? I'm gonna D-transform, go for a Beast Spile because I do appreciate the Beast Spile. We still have plus damage on it. Though I doubt we'll be riposting. Let's get that blight. Okay, we got the blight. That's extra 9 damage on each character. Yeah, big decision there too. I mean, if he had been knocked back, Holy Lance probably wouldn't hurt at all, really. That's not gonna hurt. Yeah, you know. Oh, he got pushed back by himself because of the Fearful. Yeah, that's one of the things Fearful does. Sorry about that, bruv. Fearful can be quite annoying as an ability, can't it? I will not give him any reason to flare. I can tell you that. I will not give him any reason to flare, so I'm not going for a bellow. At least not immediately. I will not give him a reason to flare. Because flaring is a really good play for him. He doesn't have caltrops. Yeah, it's just no caltrops, man. Neither caltrops. Oh, that's a finish him for 2. Oh, it's enough! It drops me. It drops me down to 0. Can you believe it? Drops me down to 0, huh? Guess we can drop a command then. Or we die. An inevitable death. That bleed stacking up. Quite annoying. And that's a pass. And a surrender. I think that's a bit early. I think he still had somewhat of a chance. Because he has a Flagellant, you know. Now he's writing to me, well, just getting the list. RNG with you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I am not gonna deny it. That RNG was quite poor. But I feel like he's done. He's done. He's done, he's saying. And he disconnects. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, RNG can be quite an annoyance. Thing is, the kind of team that he has, we're gonna go over to his team, right? He has... the RNG is different. He says the RNG is different. In the actual ring versus being. I'm reading his messages, I'm not sure if y'all can read it. Yeah, the RNG is different in the ring and being connected. Yeah. It is very much different. Played enough games to notice that. GG though. GG, man. GG, man. Oh my god. Yeah. The thing about his team is, you know, when you have this kind of like setup, I'm gonna remove the Flagellant for a bit. When you have this setup, you have to be able to deal with guard teams, right? Teams that can guard, usually stress teams that do have that card as an option. And the 2 things you can do is either use Slamp on an Abomination, and after the character is pulled to position 2 or something, you can just transform Slam and, you know, there goes the guard. You can stun away the guard with Stunning Blow with potentially like 2 trinkets on that. You could have Sacred Blade and Brass Knuckles. You're gonna have, of course, the Stabilizing Tiller to bypass the guard, or you could just slap on a Jester. And even if they guard, between the Stabilizing Tiller, the bypass guard on the Dirk Stab, and, you know, the Caltrops, you should have enough. Like, you know, it's just so many ways of killing guards. And his team is kind of lacking in this department. It really is kind of lacking. Why is that? That's because this team is also kind of lacking in that department. This is called the Cis composition, and it's like the closest thing I can compare it to. You bring, you know, a Flagellant with these trinkets, you know, pretty much this setup, yeah, it's about right. Okay, yeah, the setup is pretty much correct. What you do have is you still have this kind of like Mark synergy, and you still have the chance of the accuracy buffs, which synergizes really well with the Flagellant, and, you know, keeps in line with the Halo comp, but you no longer have a Crusader, instead you have a Flagellant, which doesn't work quite as well with the team, but it's much better at causing DOTs and of course being like kind of a menace in the late game too. Of course, if you can like bring both of them, this is probably his plan, right? You know, you just bring both of them, and since you use both of them, you have like an insane late game. You can keep them both alive, which is, you know, remarkably difficult, as we saw. You know, even against the WD, as we saw in the previous video, that I mean, that match was like 1 hour ago, so it's still very fresh to me. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting setup, but why is he bringing the Flagellant in first instead of... why is he bringing the Flagellant like this instead of like this? Honestly, I don't really know. Maybe he wants to get that Stunning Blow, he really feels like he needs that Stunning Blow instead of a Holy Lance. Well, we saw Holy Lance fail for him. I mean, he does bring the Reclaim, right? I think the Reclaim is a good ability if you're using it well. Which, I mean, he definitely was using it well. He healed like all the other characters back to full HP after he died completely, but usually when I have the Reclaim, I have the Last Breath Collar, and my game plan is, you know, totally different. I'm not bringing these characters, I'm bringing more like these characters, you know, it's totally different gameplay style. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I did like the team. You know, all the Crown of Thorns stuff. I think that was really good. Of course, this last match was much more RNG heavy. The match should have been way closer. You know, with all those stuns being missed, the Abomination would have been, you know, much closer to dead. But even if he did get some of those 50-50 stuns, by stunning the Crusader, no, by stunning the MAA, I still had the Crusader to heal, so he kind of needed one more stun. Which is, once again, like, why the Flagellant isn't so good in these kind of mark teams, because he just doesn't synergize as well with them. You need someone to break the guard, you need someone to do another stun or something, and, you know, the Flagellant is just sitting there, like, doing his own thing. Like, yeah, he's doing massive DOT pressure, but the rest of the team is just sitting there like, oh look, now I have to go for a stun, and okay, even if I get a stun on this character, well, he's still gonna be able to heal up. They can't get their job through, because it doesn't matter how much damage the Arbalest does, if you don't get those death blows, her job isn't being done. Well, her job is doing the damage, but the Bounty Hunter's job is actually doing the death blows. It's the thing about mark teams, like, close isn't enough. Because close with stress is enough. Like, okay, you're running a Diogee, you know, you have plenty of accuracy with the attack whistle, that's your plan, just get accuracy with it. And you hit 3 characters out of 4. Okay, close hitting all characters. Like, okay, that's perfectly fine. That doesn't happen with mark teams. Either you kill the characters or you don't, and if you don't kill the characters, you're not moving forward with your match and you're not winning the game. So, what do I think of bringing a Flagellant here? Well, its biggest counter is, in fact, well, the team not working too well against the cards, as we saw, apparently. And you could say that by bringing the Gauntlet of Absolution, he kind of has a counter plan to that, which is, you know, just the Flagellant doing his own thing. But he kind of, like, countered himself by bringing Crown of Thorns, because he was just killing himself slowly. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say, but I think it's a reasonable team. Give it a try if you want. Yeah, give it a try if you want. Alright, once again, GG Diogee. I hope you guys enjoyed this match and the post-match commentary as well. He's sending me messages again. Wow, never mind, it's actually just today that I'm getting bad RNG. I guess he went into a match and got bad RNG again. You know, I'm not gonna blame him. Sometimes the RNG just feels like I can't even pronounce how bad it feels in this game. But yeah, I was expecting him to bring this team. I call it on ne passe pas, which is you shall not pass in French. It's kind of a patriotic saying for them, I believe. If you're French, you probably know that phrase, I'd say. And this team came from him. I was really expecting him to play this team, which was kind of why I thought bringing Stress wouldn't be much of a good idea. Because he's very good with his Flagellant, not gonna lie. He likes that Reclaim, he likes that Gauntlet of Absolution, he likes slapping the Flagellant on wherever he goes. Like, this team is very good anti-stress. I expected him to bring this team. He didn't. This is a team that brought down my stress team. I was very much expecting this to show up today, but, you know, his other teams were perfectly fine too, and also quite, well, more joyful to play against. This team feels like it's doomsday. You really don't pass against this one. If you don't have the right setup, it just feels like you're slowly dying, like in the trenches or something. So the enemy is slowly whittling you down between the grape shot blasts and the eventual Hound's Harry. And both your morale and your, like, the physical strength of your character just breaks. I don't even know what I'm talking about, I'm just rambling at this point, but I hope you guys enjoyed the match and the post-match analysis commentary, rambling if you want, and I'll see you guys again next time. Cheers.